Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here with Chris Chavez at 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu here in El Paso. Chris, how you doing?
What's up?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm going to ask you some real quick questions about the 10th Planet system. I hear you have an MMA fight coming up. When is it? November 10th. November 10th. So we'll hit that up, guys. We'll get more into detail about that. All right, brother. So 10th, I knew you were training under Victor Davila, right? And then he left. How did you benefit anything from learning from him, or?
Yes, I learned everything from him actually. Like, he got me from zero. I learned everything from him for almost 3 years, and he moved to California to start working more with UFC. He's gonna be coming back actually next week, but I learned when he left, and he just left me by myself. He left me in charge of everything. I've heard before that you learn a lot by teaching, and it's hard. Like once you start teaching, it's a little bit different. You start looking at jiu-jitsu a little bit differently, just trying to win. You kind of learn it as a martial art.
Right.
So I've really been focusing on that instead.
It's not so much attack learning now, right? Because you have to teach a class. All right, I feel you, dude. 10th Planet. I mean, with the 10th Planet system, how did you because I heard you say you started from zero with Victor. Did he introduce you to the 10th Planet?
Yes, he introduced me. Before, actually, when I started, I didn't know anything about 10th Planet. So he told me about it. He told me this is what he was bringing. Because before he was Combate Libre. That's his brand. That's
right.
his affiliation.
Right.
And that's what I thought I was actually gonna do. Just Combate Libre. And then he told me about 10th Planet. So I just looked into it, looked who Eddie Bravo was, everything, and I just fell in love with the system. It works, and it's different than everybody else. And I like being different than everybody else.
Right. Yeah, the rubber guard. When you first started, because I know when I first started, watching him on YouTube, it was kind of hard, because I'd hear him talk about chill dog, zombie. It's not so much about that, but like the rubber guard. Did you have a hard time for speaking up on it? Because I know it's a lot about flexibility.
Yes, a lot. At first, I still struggle a little bit because I'm not as flexible as I wish I could be, but it's just very far out there to think that you're going to be choking someone with your leg and your hand at the same time. You kind of have to think about it a little bit, be open-minded to wrap your mind around it. And but once you get it, it's really good because no one really understands it yet. And once they do understand it, it still doesn't matter. You're way stronger than them in that sense.
Nice, dude, nice. Besides here in El Paso, learning from Master Davila, did you by any chance, grapple anywhere else? Did you ever travel with Victor anywhere?
Yeah, I've traveled with Victor a few times. I've gone over to headquarters, 10th Planet in Hollywood, gone to 10th Planet Burbank. Also gone with Javi Vasquez and Ghost Gracie at Rancho Cucamonga. And Javi, I've learned, even though I was there for 2 days, I learned a lot. I think also he helped me not just on technique and stuff like that, but also on your state of mind, like the way you're supposed to think during it. And it's really good. I don't see it anymore as fighting and being aggressive and I want to kick that guy's ass. It's more of a martial art. That's what I think MMA should be.
Cool. Do you plan on going back there?
Exactly. Yeah, I do. Actually, next week I'm going to go for one of his camps for 5 days. But it's all MMA. It's going to be ground and pound, takedowns, right in the cage against the cage, jiu-jitsu, obviously, and just preparing for everything.
Nice. All right. So yeah, I see you're getting ready for your MMA debut, and that's going to be where?
It's going to be in Santa Fe, Mexico, for King of the Cage.
King of the Cage.
At the casino out there, Buffalo Thunder.
Buffalo Thunder. All right. Do you know anything about the guy you're fighting?
No, nothing really. Just he's 0-1. I don't even know his name. I don't know anything. Even if they tell me his name or anything, I don't think anything's going to change.
Right.
I'm going to change my game plan. It's going to be the same thing. I'm going to just fight my fight, right?
Nice. Yeah. All right. So I have a question. The sense, for your opponent. Let's say obviously he's going to find out. You're Chris. From 10th Planet. You're a coach here, head coach. How are you going to stop? The fact of him thinking, all right, I got a jiu-jitsu guy coming in here. I'm gonna stuff. Are you training your striking anywhere?
Yeah, I'm training at Get Fit Gym with Evan Tech, and he's helping me with my striking a lot. Just a lot of feet movement that I wasn't used to yet because the grappling, it's not. There is feet movement, but not coordination with your shoulders as much. And it's a different game, but just the way of learning, it's still another martial art that I feel I have to learn, and I think I've been excelling pretty good in it. So.
Right. So you're ready for that striking game, right?
I do like it a lot, actually.
Do you really?
I feel I'm better at jiu-jitsu just because I've been doing it longer and I've had better schooling in it. But I like striking a lot.
That's cool, man. Well, what happens if, for some reason you guys are nullifying each other in the striking game? Obviously, you're a jiu-jitsu wizard. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna set up your takedowns with your striking, or have you been training judo and you wrestling?
No, I wish. I love judo a lot, but I still haven't found anybody that could train me in judo.
Right.
But just videos here and there of takedowns and training, learning from other training partners that have done high school wrestling, college wrestling, and other than that, just more of myself. I know Muay Thai a little bit. Muay Thai does have takedowns, and you learn, a lot of stuff from the clinch.
Yeah, some tricks.
So that really does help a lot too. But other than that, just go out there.
Alright, so besides striking, obviously you're working out with Ed the Tech. Are you working anything else with your nutrition or your strength and conditioning? What else are you doing out there?
Well, obviously dieting is everything, but also I noticed almost all MMA fighters are doing CrossFit. So luckily I got the opportunity with my cousin. I helped him open a CrossFit gym. It's called Instructor CrossFit here in El Paso.
Yeah, I see the shirt. Go and check this guy out. Encore CrossFit. By any chance you guys are looking for explosive high training, cardio burning? I've actually looked into it. Looks crazy. Look up into CrossFit.
Yeah, the trainer there, Fernanda, she's really good. She competes a lot, and she just helps a lot. People a lot of think it's just about strength and stuff like that. And what's good about CrossFit that combines with MMA and Jiu-Jitsu is a lot of coordination involved and quickness and agility. It's not just getting strength, like being one-dimensional lifting in like a normal gym. With CrossFit, it works your whole body and actually being functional.
Well, besides, obviously I've heard you grapple in tournaments and stuff like that. Do you plan on joining any CrossFit tournaments or?
I was actually going to compete here locally.
Really?
It was like 2 weeks ago. I actually got hurt training martial arts and stuff like that. So
El Paso offers CrossFit.
Yeah,
any CrossFit
it's
challenges?
called the Southwest Beatdown. It came into town. They go actually all around the Southwest and stuff. It came into town like 2-3 weeks ago, and our school competed also. All the CrossFit gyms competed.
Is it kind of like MMA where they have weight classes, or is it just open to anyone?
No, that's another good thing about CrossFit. It isn't. You'll be competing, but it's just normal division. So even if you're 135, you have to be lifting the same thing as someone that's 200 pounds. So
Wow.
it's very good competition.
Crazy intense, right?
But the strong it's really strong.
Besides your MMA debut, being coach here at Planet El Paso, some guys would dream about being head coach. I mean, I would love to be a coach somewhere. What made you fall in love with jiu-jitsu, and from jiu-jitsu, how did you transition into fighting with strikes and because obviously a lot of people think MMA is a barbaric sport. There's still some people out there that don't have an open mind, and they think, oh well, jiu-jitsu is a lot more passive. When they haven't seen. If you guys go back and see Nogueira and Mir, that was a horrible Kimura. You can actually get hurt by jiu-jitsu. What would you like to say to those people? From jiu-jitsu, falling in love with jiu-jitsu.
You just really need to get to know what the sport is or the martial art. I've read a lot of quotes and a lot of stories from the main guys, Huron Gracie, Rose Gracie, I don't know, just Charles Gracie, Helio Gracie. He has a lot of good quotes, and they see it way different than actually just trying to kick someone's ass or bend their arm or break their joints or whatever. It's a really good, it's a sport, it's an art.
Yeah.
How they say it's a martial art.
Right.
You have to change your mentality to it. You start being calm more instead of trying to kick someone's ass. You're calm, just playing the game. They compare jiu-jitsu a lot to chess, and that's exactly what it is. So you're just playing chess, you're just playing games, attacking from one side, attacking from the other. And that's what I think MMA is too, just on the stand-up on way more dimensions.
Right. So then it's more about people opening up, right, and experiencing it rather than just seeing it and just thinking, oh, it's horrible.
Right.
All right, brother. All right, well, Chris, it was a pleasure. Once again, guys, this is Brodi at Finish the Fight. Until next time, you guys have just been finished.